Things we wish Jesus hadn't said. My name is David Madison, the 19th of December 2020, and this is episode 39 in a series of videos on that topic. I have a graduate degree in theology and a PhD in biblical studies, but I have to hand it to Mark Twain for getting it right when he said that the best cure for Christianity is reading the Bible. Let's take a close look and see why Mark Twain was absolutely correct. We all know the famous story of doubting Thomas found in the 20th chapter of John's Gospel. Thomas had not seen the risen Lord when the other disciples did, so he refused to believe them. His attitude was, I got to see it to believe it. And guess what happened? Here are verses 26 through 29 of the 20th chapter. A week later, his disciples were again in the house, and Thomas was with them. Although the doors were shut, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here and see my hands. Reach out your hand and put it in my side. Do not doubt, but believe." Thomas answered him, "My Lord and my God." Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe." Caravaggio depicted this scene brilliantly. In fact, I selected this painting of doubting Thomas for the cover of my book, because this story should make Christians suspicious about what the author of John's Gospel was up to. Here are 3 points to consider. 1, although the doors were shut, Jesus came and stood among them. This brings to mind the story of the risen Christ meeting 2 disciples on the road to Emmaus in Luke's Gospel. Strange, they didn't recognize him. Then later, when they were having dinner with him, as soon as he breaks bread, they do recognize him. And then, poof, he vanishes into thin air. Robert Connor has written a book titled Apparitions of Jesus, the Resurrection as Ghost Story. He makes the case that the gospel writers were influenced by ancient ghost stories when they created their resurrection accounts. 2, this story is missing from the other gospels. Why? The claim is often made, with no evidence whatever, that the gospels are based on eyewitness accounts told by those who took part. We really have to wonder why the other gospels left out this dramatic scene. Because the author of John's Gospel made it up. As he did so many other things, he was really good at that. 3, we can see John's agenda clearly here. He invented this story to make a point about how to believe, namely, just believe what you're told. Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe. This has been a crucial part of cult playbooks forever. Don't look for evidence. Don't be curious. Don't be skeptical. Just believe what holy leaders tell you to believe. Just have faith that your holy leaders have been in touch with God. And thus countless cults and religions have countless followers. That's how religions work. And usually cults and religions have impressive buildings, rituals, and costumes to provoke awe and wonder. So this Jesus script, blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe, it's supposed to sound nice, and preachers have been saying it for centuries. But no, we have to give demerits to this author. Always ask for reliable, objective evidence, especially for the resurrection claim. That was made by other ancient cults as well. Come on, Christians. Your religion has to be better than this.